Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing everybody how I do my makeup on a daily basis, either if it's just staying home or going to the grocery store or even just work. I do my makeup like this kind of similarly every day. I get asked a lot by friends and family how I do my makeup, so I thought I would make this video so I can show you how I do that. And hopefully it helps you guys. So I'm gonna just put my hair in a hairband so all the hair is out of my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. I already moisturized this morning after I showered. So the first product is this Smashbox Primerizer. Again, it's like a moisturizer slash primer in one. I really do enjoy it, and I do feel like my skin is different when I use it. It definitely feels a lot smoother and it looks healthier. It's quite expensive. They do sell it in a half-size bottle that actually is like $2 cheaper than if you buy the big bottle, like the one I have. So if you want to go that route and just try it out, I think the half bottle is like $16, I believe. Okay, so you don't have to use that moisturizer primer. Another more mattifying one, excuse me, sorry, is this one by One Heck of a Blot. It's more of a mattifying. I really like this one. It's for mattifying your skin if you have oily skin. A more affordable one also for pores is this Revlon pink one, the pink bottle. Make sure you get the pore reducing primer. There's like another one that looks just like it. I really love this one. I have like a ton of backups. This is like my third one. I love this one. And then one that I'm using now, I'm not crazy about it. I don't know if it works or not. I can't tell. It's this matte putty primer by e.l.f. It's not bad. There's some bad primers out there that will make your skin look really, really weird. This one is kind of like, I can't tell if it's working or doing anything. My skin hasn't been as oily as it normally has been in the past, so I don't know if my skin is changing, so it's harder for me to kind of tell if mattifying products are really mattifying. And then it's also harder for me because I really love dewy primers right now. So using like a mattifying primer with a dewy foundation isn't really gonna help or show you how it's doing, how a mattifying primer is doing. But I kind of still prepare my base for oily skin when I use a dewy primer, so it's not super oily at the end of the day with my dewy primer. I'm hopefully, like, if I mattify my base, hopefully the dewiness will last longer and not get to where it's like oily and gross looking on my skin, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. So I'd sometimes layer my primers like that. So that was the Primerizer and the e.l.f. primer, just where I kind of get oily, only I don't use it all over my skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus in the dewy version. I really like the matte version too. That one is more matte. This one is dewy. I love it. I know I'm an oily type, and oily types should stay away from dewy foundations, but it's actually personal preference. I just love how this one looks on my skin. It looks super natural and super dewy and glowy and healthy, and that's just the look I'm going for. I just want it to look super healthy and glowy, like my skin, but better. So yeah, that's the one I really love. But the matte version of that is also very good. I very highly recommend that one as well. And I'm getting parched, I'm sorry. So. Alright, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take a beauty sponge. This one is the one from Beauty Blender. I have a ton of these, I'm just trying to use them. But there are more affordable ones. I know for a fact Walmart carries these now. These are the Wet n Wild ones. These are about $4 a piece, and I really, really love this one. There's another one, this e.l.f. one that you can find at Walmart too. This is a Total Face Sponge by e.l.f. People recommend this one a lot. I don't remember having a good experience with this one, but people really recommend this one. I bought another one so I can try it again and hopefully it will be better, but I don't like to have too many sponges open. Alright, I'm letting this sit too long. There's nothing wrong with that, it's fine, but with if you use a more matte foundation, you can't let it sit on your skin too long. I'm just rambling too much. Okay. So some of I don't think I put enough on. Some of my acne, or not my acne, my scarring is still showing through. The redness from it. Which is fine, I can just add a little bit more in the spots I don't like. My forehead is like I have zero problems with my forehead. I get acne and problems everywhere else, but my forehead is like my one not trouble area. Like, so smooth. I barely need foundation up there. I just need it up there to kind of even out the skin tone, because this foundation isn't exactly my skin tone. If you find a foundation that's exactly your skin tone, keep that one. It's really hard to find foundations that are exactly your skin tone. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more in my trouble areas where I have a little more pigmentation. Does seem to help a little bit, not too much. It's not a really full coverage foundation. This one's more medium. I don't do full coverage foundations anymore. I did when I had an active acne problem, but I don't anymore. So I try to go for more natural medium coverage and just use a little bit more to cover up my problem areas. So now I'm going to go in with this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my favorite concealer ever. A lot of people don't like this. It's a more dry concealer. That's why I love it. It kind of dries my under eyes and kind of reduces the need for excess powder, kind of mattifies where I put it. Honestly, it's a really nice matte concealer. It isn't marketed as a matte concealer, but it is pretty matte. It kind of self-sets and dries on its own, which is like one of the reasons I really enjoy it. That's kind of one of the reasons people don't like it. Some people need a more creamy, wet formula under their eyes. I personally hate concealers like that. They just don't work for me. But like I said earlier, every skin is different. So every skin type is different. Even if you're the same exact skin type, you're still you, and your skin is still like your own identity, and it's gonna be a little bit different than everybody else's, even with the same skin type. So just trying to keep that in mind. I'm just trying to more teach you my process and recommend a few things than I am to try and like, oh my god, this will work for everybody, because nothing will ever work for everybody. So yeah, I really enjoy this concealer, but I understand how people can hate it. But I truly, truly love it. Oh my god, what's going on there? Okay, there we go. Just wasn't getting close enough, I don't think. And now I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade in the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't like this concealer for my under eyes, but I do really enjoy it for cream contouring. So what I do is, I apply it to my temples, my forehead, and then my cheeks where I want to create a new hollow in the face, kind of raise my cheekbones a little bit, and then my nose a little bit, just a little bit on my nose. It doesn't matter if it's connected or not, I don't know why I did that. Just being extra. And then down here where my cheeks hang down and I kind of just want to slenderize it. So that's where I contour. And again, contouring is kind of different for everybody. If you have a small nose and really don't need it, don't contour your nose. Or if you have a really small forehead, you don't have to do that on your forehead. Just really do it for your face type and what you want to sort of minimize and reduce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. Just using a clean part of my sponge. I just move it as I need it. I'm gonna use it again for my cream blush as well. Okay, kind of blend it upwards into my hairline. Gotta make sure everything's blended. I have a hand mirror, so that's what I'm looking at right now. I have a desk mirror, but it's not where I need it to be, so it's kind of harder to see things up close for me. Okay, so I got all that. One more blending right there. And then I'm gonna, the dirty side of my sponge, I'm gonna kind of pinch it a little bit and then get the sides of my nose. I don't want it to like spread too much, is why I'm pinching it. I want to have a little more control. Just I may have put a little too much on. It's okay. Can always blend it out. Okay. Magic. And now I have a slenderized nose. I think, in my opinion. I have a more slender nose. And I like it. Alright, and now I'm going to go in with a cream blush. All these cream products I'm doing underneath are really not as necessary other than the concealer and foundation. But the cream bronzer and then now the cream blush I'm going to use, it's just like extra steps for me. I just really enjoy the effect it gives my skin. I say it's not necessary because I'm going to go over it with a powder blush and a powder bronzer So, really doesn't make any sense, but I do it anyways. That's just how I do my makeup. So, I put some on the back of my hand and I blend it out, and then I tap it into the areas I want it. Blending with my finger at first to get kind of it distributed where I want it. And then when I'm done blending with my finger, I go and blend with a sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and use I just dirtied it with my finger, but it has blush on it. And just kind of tap it out. Even if you use a dirty side of it, it's not that serious. It doesn't transfer too much. So just blend it out a little bit with the sponge. And now it looks like I have the most natural blush of color ever. And that's why I really love that one. Before I powder, I go with my sponge and I kind of get my problem areas, which are my under eyes and my eyelids. They tend to crease while I'm doing my steps in between. That doesn't reflect the product's quality. If you don't set a wet product like your foundation or your concealer, it's gonna crease in the areas that you have natural creases, like your under eyes and your eyelid. So I just go over it with a sponge, just go over it like I did before when I blended it originally. Make sure that there is no creases. And then I will go in the powder. So this is one of my all-time favorite powders ever. It is the Sephora collection Micro Smooth Powder. This is, in my opinion, one of the best pressed powders out there. Loose powders, I have a ton of favorites of those, but pressed powders, this is my favorite. Do I like this one over my loose powders? No. No. But it is my favorite pressed powder. Just for setting my makeup, I feel like it gives me a kind of like a blurred pore reduced look, like a filter on my skin, and I really like that. And it really helps me stay more matte throughout the day when I pair this up with a matte foundation. But since I paired it with a dewy foundation, this isn't really gonna make me super matte. But if I used a matte foundation, it would be super matte. Alrighty, so I'm done powdering, I believe. I wasn't sure if I got my eyes or not, I can't remember. Alright, and now I'm going to grab a different brush and then go into my favorite bronzer. I forgot to clean off the blush off the back of my hand. Okay, so my favorite bronzer ever is this one from the Balm Take Home That Bronze in the shade Oliver. And then I'm gonna dip in and kind of just go over the areas I previously bronzed. Just very lightly. Whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna go over the other areas I'm not too particular about, like my nose and under my chin. Alright, now I'm gonna go in with blush. My all-time favorite blush ever is this one by Burts Bees in the shade Bear Peach. As you can tell, it looks very much loved. I've hit pan on it. I have a lot of similar shades in this, and this one is by far my most used. I believe this is my second one, and I have like 2 backups because there's no way I'm ever gonna go without this blush, so it's just my absolute favorite. It's fallen apart though just because I've used it so much. Alright, and now I'm gonna apply it to my cheeks with a smaller rounded blush brush. Just blending it in with my bronzer so it looks like it's just on my cheeks and not harsh lines from one product begins and the other one, from where one product stops and the next one begins is what I meant. I'm sorry. And then just lightly blending. I like my blush to be more in the back, like here, and I really think that looks very pretty and flattering on me. Just do the placement on how your face is shaped and how your smile is. Kind of like smile and kind of see where it is most flattering to your face or where you like it the best. I know a girl that likes her blush like right here, just concentrated right there. And I do not like that for myself, but on her it looks fine. I think I put too much on this side, so what I'm gonna do, just go grab my powder brush that I use to set my whole face and kind of just blend it out. The areas that I put too much on. So it's kind of like here and here. So I kind of blend that out and make it seem like it's not as intense in those areas. Alright, I'm okay with that. Alright, now highlighter. Highlighter is a very much personal preference. A lot of the YouTube influencers love highlighter. I personally enjoy it as well. But before makeup and YouTube and all that, I didn't really like highlighter. Highlighter is definitely new. It's like the newest trend. It didn't exist pre-YouTube, I don't think. So I really do enjoy this. So actually that's not true because MAC had them. Pretty sure MAC had highlighters pre-YouTube and all that. So I guess they did. They did exist. Alright, and I'm just placing it in the higher points of my cheekbones. And then also under my brow. Not being too precise. I really don't. I don't care how much my eyebrow has or doesn't have. I care more about this area right here on my cheeks. And then I grab a little bit more, put it on my nose. And then whatever's left, I just put it on my cupid's bow and right here in between the brows. You really can't see it there because I'm just whatever was left on my brush, I put it up there, but very subtle, almost undetectable. I just do it more for me than for visibility, but I like it. Okay, so now I can do eyeshadow. I don't know what to do for eyeshadow. I'm feeling lazy. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. So I recently spoke of these on my Instagram, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use these. This one is in the shade Pumpkin Pie, and this one is in Sugar and Cream. Cream and Sugar, my bad. Cream and Sugar. So these are the two I'll be using, and yes, I will be using both. The reason why is because I like the darker transition shades in these, like these two matte shades I really love, and then I like the two shimmery shades in this one. So that's what I'll be using, these two shimmer shades. I might use some of the darker one as well, and the lighter shade. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab an eyeshadow brush, grab it at the very end of it, and then dip into that pumpkin pie darker shade and just start blending onto my eye. Just putting that in the crease and on the eyelid. Kind of winging it out a little bit. I put a lot on the brush, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, but these are very pigmented, so. Alrighty, and now again for the other eye. And then just kind of wing it out, moving it back and forth. Went a little high on the other eye, so I'll try to mimic that here as well. Okay, went all the way in as well. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm gonna go in with the deeper shade from the Cream and Sugar palette. I'm just gonna add that to the end of the eye right there, just to deepen it up. Just deepen it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in again, do the same to the other eye, just the outer V. Just add a little bit of darkness there. Okay, so now it's deeper. Alright, and now I'm going to go into that first shade I used from the Pumpkin Pie palette. I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. Alright, so I'm just blending under my lash line, making sure there's just a little bit of color there. I'm not gonna do anything crazy down there. I just wanted to add a little bit just to bring it all together. And now that I'm looking at it, I think that this eye looks a little deeper than this one. Let's fix that really quick. Is it just me? Does that eye look a little bit deeper? Alrighty. I think I evened it up a little bit. Okay. And now I'm gonna grab flat shader brush and then go into this lighter shade right here, this champagne color, champagne bronze. And then this brush is not wet or anything, it's just, you're gonna see the performance of this eyeshadow by itself. I mean, do you see that? Oh my god. I freaking love these shadows. I love them. I just do. They're so nice. Do the same for the other eye. And then just, oh my gosh. So pretty. Just so gorgeous. Alright. Oh my god. I just want to like add so much. Keep adding it. It's so pretty. Okay. I'm gonna grab the original brush I got and kind of blend out the edges so it's not like, so it's not just like here. It's like so nice and like blended, and it kind of like fuses out a little bit. All right. I'm gonna grab an even smaller brush now. Just a tiny, since it's dirty, but I've used it for the same shadow, so it's fine. I'm gonna grab the lightest shade in there, and then I'm gonna put it in my inner corner of the eye, right there. Stamp it right there. Kind of blend it into the shadow I just put in. And then also blend it right here underneath the eye. Kind of brighten up that area too. Gonna add a bit more. Doing this, I think, makes it seem like you're more awake. Bringing more light to your usually darker areas, you know. Alright, and right now I'm gonna add some balm to my lips. I'm gonna use the Leneige Berry Lip Glow Balm. Oh my god, it's really long. Anyways, I'm just gonna add it a tiny bit to my lips. This is kind of just to prep them before the lipstick later, so my lips aren't super dry before I put lipstick on. So I like to put like balm before I get there, you know, so they're ready when I am there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes. I think I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Okay, just a little bit. I have like no lashes, so don't judge me. I have baby lashes. Okay. And now I'm going to do eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Better Than Sex sample. Got this in a little kit. I don't love it, but I'm just trying to use it up right now. Oh, you can't see me. I'm sorry. This takes a lot of focus and a lot of hand steadiness. I'll try to demonstrate on the other eye better, since I did not demonstrate how I started on this eye. So here oh my gosh, start from the middle, kind of develop my thickness, and kind of move forward to my inner eye. And then now I shape out once I got like the line that I want, which I don't. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I got it. Now I do my wing. I do my wing very last because I feel like that's the thing that you can mess up the easiest. So kind of look at how the other one I did is. Kind of try to match it the best I can. Indeed, I'm doing a terrible job right now. It is so messy. If you guys can see it, it's messy. I know. I think I can fix it though, so. I think the other one is a little thicker, so I'm trying to thicken it up a little bit. Not too much, because then it gets messy and crazy. Alright, I think that's about as close as I'm gonna get them before messing it up and making it super terrible. So, now for mascara. I don't love this one, but it's not. It's what I have open. I'm trying not to open too many up. But I'm using the Essence Lash Princess. It's not bad, honestly. This is a really good mascara for the drugstore and the price. It's just, I know what I like, and I have another favorite, but it is twice as much as this one. This one's like $5. The one I like is like $11. They make a green one in this one that I really love. The green one, I highly recommend the green one, but it's more of a lengthening. It has like hardly any drama. It's just lengthening if you want really long lashes. That one's a really nice one, and they're very pretty. This one, I'm just trying to use it up, but it's a nice one. I just like other ones better. So you'll see. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply mascara now. This is my Trouble Lash. Like, you always have an eye that like kind of works with you better. This one ain't it. It's not the one. This one is kind of like the difficult one. I can never get it to look really pretty. Usually clumps up, and it has nothing to do with mascara. It's my lashes on this side. They're just not compliant. Any mascara I use, this is the side that hates me. Alrighty, so I'm just adding it to all my lashes. And of course, when I talk about clumpy, it's not gonna do it, which I'm okay with, but I'm trying to show you guys why I don't like this one, and it actually listens to me. Actually does what I want. So now I got a dog hair in there. I have dogs, it gets everywhere. Okay, so then I'm just like kind of wiggling it up. So it goes. This is my like always looks prettier lash. I hate it. I hate it. I love that it's so easy and it always looks really pretty, but I hate that I can't get the other one to match it, because this one's just always my pretty lash. It always looks nicer, it always lifts better. Of course it starts getting clumpy on my good lash. But yeah, I usually struggle with this one a lot less. It's usually prettier easily. If y'all struggle with makeup, you know what I'm talking about. There's usually the easy eye that kind of complies with everything and does exactly what you want it to. And then you have the misfit trying to rebel against you. And it's just like, you're both my eyes, calm down. But yeah, this one's just not, that's not it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my mascara with my lower lashes. This is like my easiest step to forget. I always forget this. So I'm glad I didn't today. By clumpy, I mean this is what it's doing. It's like connecting my lashes together. It's clumping them up as one big one instead of individually. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye as well. I don't know why I'm whispering, I'm sorry. Ooh, I touched my nose on that one. I'm always scared I'm gonna get black stuff on my nose every time I touch it with the wand, which happens. If you get mascara on your eyelid, it transfers down. You accidentally bump your nose there. Wait until the mascara dries to try and wipe it off. If you do it immediately, you're gonna just smudge the blackness everywhere when it's still wet. So, I'm just trying to help. Okay, so that is my mascara and my lashes. Barely noticeable, but I feel like I'm nothing without it. Okay, so now my brows. And so I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go ahead and use my LA Girl Shady Biz pencil. I like this one. It's affordable. It works. It's a good undertone for me, but a lot of drugstore makeup is actually really good. Like the brow pencil makeup that is the drugstore does it really well. I think you're pretty safe any route you decide to go with these. I know L'Oreal, Maybelline, and Wet n Wild. I think they all make, oh, LA Girl make really nice brow pencils. You should not have to go to Sephora for a brow pencil. It's not it. Unless, of course, you struggle with undertones, which I understand. Some higher end ones make better undertones that match your hair and skin better. But I would try the affordable ones first. And hopefully you'll find something that matches. I mean, that brow though. Ooh, I'm just saying, I love my brows. I get so many compliments on my brows all the time. All the time. That's because I'm patient. I like my brows. They say your brows should be sisters, not twins. Oh, they should be twins. I'm just saying. I'm just like, yeah, twins. I like them to be twins. Identical, better. But if not identical, still twins. You know, like, so yeah, that's what I like. Oh my god, I keep doing that, I'm sorry. You guys can't see what the heck I'm doing. I'm looking down. So here we go. Just blending it out with a brow pencil. Brow brush. Oh my god. Brow brush and just blending it out. Making sure there's no harsh edges and lines. And then I'm still gonna go over it with a gel to kind of thicken my brow gels. I just use the brow pencil to kind of shape my brow and kind of fill in the sparse areas where I have less hair. Like, you can't see it, but I actually have a patch right here that drives me nuts. So, thank goodness for brow pencils and brow products, because, yeah. Alright, so I think I'm good on that one too. I have something going on right here, actually. Yeah, I think I got it, that one. Yeah, it's whatever. Alright, and I'm gonna go in with the Gimme Brow from Benefit. There's a lot of brow gels out there. Another one I like is this one from Colourpop. Actually, I'll just use this one. Let's do more affordable stuff. This one's like $6. So, instead of the $20 one. It does the same thing. I don't know why I buy stuff. Alright, so and then when I use brow gel, I comb up. This is personal preference of how you want to do it, but I comb upwards. I want my brows to be lifted. Okay. And they'll look a little bit Wolverine-esque. Just a tiny bit, not like crazy Wolverine-esque. Wolverine like, But yeah, I do like to comb them up. I hate my little hairs falling out of my hairband. make them look more like a soap brow, a soap brow trend. So yeah, that's kind of what I did with my brows. Yep, I think they look really pretty and really natural. I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, and then now I'm gonna do the lips. And for the lips, I do same thing every day. I'm kind of boring. I use this Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil. It's tiny because it comes like this big. I've used a ton of it. It's my favorite. It's in the shade Sugar and Spice. Gonna go ahead and just line my lips. And then Gerard Cosmetics does this sale, this lip liner sale, and it'll be like 5 for $25, and that's when I'll pick up like 5 of these, just because they're my favorite. This one's like my second one. I like used it once and then forgot about it, and then I picked it up again. I'm like, oh my god, why did I stop using this? It's so good. This smaller indie brand that you can find online only. They don't have in store, unfortunately. They have really nice products. They're high quality for sure. They're a little expensive though, which I think a lot of indie brands have to be a little pricier to kind of make it out there, you know? So self-sustain. Okay, line my lips, and sometimes I'll fill them in too. And then I don't know, sometimes I'll just layer it with this Alamar lip gloss. It's a very pigmented lip gloss in the shade Coqueta. It's my favorite. But actually 99% of the time, I've been doing that lately because I'm lazy, but normally I would do that lip liner with this Sephora matte lipstick in Brunch Date. It's a really nice, pretty shade. I've used a ton of it. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I've used a ton of it. And then I'll just put that on, press my lips, and then I'll go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in the shade Fenty Glow. I don't know why I looked at it. I already knew that. I'm kind of almost all the way out though. That's kind of why I haven't been using it, because I'm almost out. But yeah, it's literally my favorite gloss ever. I think I have to remove the stopper because I'm almost out. And then I'm almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, setting spray, sorry. And I spray this all over my face. I'll either fan myself dry. I have usually a piece of paper, I don't know where it went. I'll fan myself dry a little bit. You don't need to fan yourself dry, it'll dry on its own, but I just do it for speed. Here's that paper I was talking about. Okay, and I'm done. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and hopefully you'll subscribe. I don't know how many videos I'll be making, but maybe I'll do a couple more. And I'm really glad you guys sat through and watched my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.